Hey everybody, today is April Fool's. So what I wanted to do was, rather than try and do a fool, is give you 3 tips on how to not be fooled by the stock market. So tip number 1 is to choose who you listen to. So whether it's the guy at the gym or your brother-in-law who are talking about how they made a ton of money investing in NFTs or sneakers, or the articles that you'll tend to see on Yahoo Finance with the new penny stock, or the guy who predicted and bought Google at $2 a share now has a new prediction for you. The thing with those is they're going to tell you about all the times they got stuff right, but not about all the times they got stuff wrong. So that's how they sell you on these subscription type services, is they are trying to encourage you based on the times they got things right and not necessarily the ones that are wrong. And they're trying to catch essentially lightning in a bottle again, and maybe not aligning with what's actually best for you and your goals. So choose who to listen to, and make sure that you can trust them, one, and that they are trying to give things that align with what you're trying to achieve. The second tip is to not listen to yourself most of the time. So as investors, we tend to let our biases come into play, whether that be a past bias on I should have seen that recession coming, or I knew that Facebook was going to blow up, so I should be able to pick this next stock. Or, you know what, I really got burned last time, so I'm not going to get burned again. I'm going to get out early and stay out. A lot of times we let our emotion come into play. We let those biases really kind of curtail our view on things, and sometimes mess up our judgment and kind of cloud our judgment a little bit. So it's better to try and turn down the volume inside your head and really find somebody that you can trust, to make sure you're not making emotional decisions. And the third tip kind of goes right along with that, and that's investing for the long term. Enjoy the ride. The ride will be bumpy if you're investing for the long term, because there are going to be ups and downs in the market. I mean, it's normal. But if you have a long time period and you understand you're not using the money tomorrow, it's a lot easier to enjoy that ride and have these waves or troughs come in, and not freak you out so much. A good example is there was an article put out by thebalance.com recently that said in the 20 years from 2000 up until the end of 2019, the S&P returned just over 6% annually, and the average investor over that same time period averaged 4.25%. And that has a lot to do with most people selling as the market's coming down when they get afraid, and buying when the market's going up. We tend to buy high when we want to participate and are excited about it, and we tend to sell low when we start to get freaked out and think the end is coming. Now, if you're investing for the long term, you're not really concerned about trying to catch the ride up or miss the ride down. You're just letting it ride. And so don't let the market make you look like a fool. Try and do these 3 tips. I know they're easier said than done, but invest for the long term, turn out the noise, and only tune into the noise that you want to hear. Y'all have a good one.